Welcome to week 4 of Something New Saturday. My name is Drey and I'm the proud owner of Desserts by Recipe comes from Hershey again. And the craziest thing happened. I took the recipe out, I took a picture of the front to show someone, and I lost the recipe. I cannot find the recipe anywhere. However, that there are recipes online of the same thing. So I have my handwritten recipe from online of the Hershey s'mores sandwich bar. Now this recipe I followed exactly as it said. I didn't see a need to make any adjustments, and I even purchased all-purpose flour. As you may know, I usually use cake flour because that's what I have. The part of this recipe, of course, is the chocolate. Chocolate is my weakness. So I'm excited to get this recipe going and see how it comes out. I hope that you enjoy the final product. So my ingredients include half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick of butter, and that is room temperature, 3/4 cup of sugar, 1 egg, and that is room temperature, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, so 3/4 cup of graham cracker crumbs, and I use my NutriBullet to blend those graham crackers down to 3/4 cup. Also, I have 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt in here. And my favorite is chocolate. So I have 5 1.55 ounce chocolate bars, Hershey chocolate bars. And then I have 3 cups of mini marshmallows. And as you can see, I will be using my KitchenAid. I decided to use the paddle. The first few steps include me beating the butter and sugar. I'm going to put that in and let that beat for about 5 minutes. And while that is going, I have my oven on 350 and I'm going to grease my pan. The recipe calls for an 8-inch square pan. I don't have one of those, but I happen to have an aluminum one, so I'm going to use that. Normally I don't use aluminum pans, but it was here, so I'm going to use it. So I had this in the mixer for 5 minutes. As you can see, it's nice and fluffy and light, and that's how you want it to look, pale. I'm going to add in my teaspoon of vanilla and my egg and let that mix for about 3 more minutes. And then I will add in my flour mixture, which includes the flour, graham cracker crumbs, baking powder, and salt. And so I'm going to mix this up, and then once the butter mixture is mixed, then I will add the flour mixture. This is what my egg, vanilla, sugar, and butter mixture looks like. Now I'm going to take the flour mixture, which again has the flour, baking powder, salt, and graham cracker crumbs. I'm going to add this slowly into here and let that mix together. Here is my cookie mixture for the crust, and half of this cookie mixture will go into the pan. I'll press it down to make a nice crust, and then I'll put it in the oven for 15 minutes. Here I have my cooked cookie crust, and now I'm going to lay my Hershey's chocolate bars on top. Then I will sprinkle my marshmallows and the remaining portion of the cookie dough on top. I have added a single layer of the chocolate bars, then I sprinkled in the marshmallows and the cookie dough crumbs. I'm doing about 1/3 at a time and alternating, so it's kind of layered in there. I did have a few pieces of chocolate left, and I have a whole bar left. So I'm probably going to just continue to break these up and then sprinkle them on top for about the last 5 minutes of the baking. It now goes in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. Here's the final product straight out of the oven. I'm going to allow it to cool before I cut into it. Give it about 15 to 20 minutes and just see where it is then. But once it's completely cool, I will give it a try and let you all know what I think. I have my cool Hershey sandwich bars, and now I'm going to try it. I do like the ratio with the chocolate and the marshmallows. A little bit more graham crackers than I would like, but let's give it a try. Nice and good. After I cooled it, I did put it in the microwave for a little bit just to give it its texture back, a little gooey. A lot more chocolate than I thought, so really loving that. Really good. You should definitely give this a try. Thank you for watching Something New Saturdays, and we'll see what's next.